This is your fair warning that I have a fan going in the background. It is 83 degrees in my studio tonight. And without a fan blowing on me, man, it takes about 2 minutes for you to start breaking out in a sweat. So you're going to have to deal with that little humming in the background. I'm sorry to say. Uh, Tonight, I thought I'd talk a little bit about social media because now that I'm more involved in social media than I ever have been in my life, I thought it might make sense to kind of, go through it and just maybe talk about some of my misadventures with social media. Um, and this goes all the way back to Facebook. I think is like I think hey, Facebook is the big Kahuna, right? I mean, Facebook is the one that will always be there for all of us 40 and over people to congregate and to spread gossip and do all that kind of crazy stuff. But hey, it's social media, you know. As photographer, I really wanted to take advantage of social media, and unfortunately, I think I, like a lot of other photographers, ran into issues. Um, Facebook has a very strict policy when it comes to, I mean, what they would call it's starts with an S and ends in an X, uh, content and or you will content, I should say. But what and that's a very broad term. I mean, when because when you get tagged on that, and I'm sure there are a number of you, if you are a photographer, if you are a model, uh, and you haven't gotten tagged once on Facebook, congratulations. That's all I have to say because I think there's quite a few of us who've gotten, even though you think you're abiding by their rules, something like, and it doesn't make sense, uh, will kind of slip through. And at this point, I've kind of stepped away from Facebook as my like, general social media because I've never been able to advertise on Facebook. So there's uh, I have no explanation as to why. I've never been able to contact them to ask them why. It's just if I try to advertise at all, just nope, can't do it. Can't can't advertise. I'm like, okay, well, can I tried to get an answer, but there's nobody to ask. That's the problem. You can't contact anybody, to say, hey, why can't I get this? It's just nope, can't do it. So, then immediately you start thinking, well, you know, uh, I'm in a position where I'm promoting myself, right? So, I would advertise and you don't want my money. Okay, well, then I guess that's how it has to be. And, I don't understand it. I don't know what you do to get banned from advertising when you haven't really done any advertising. I don't know. I have no idea how that works, but that's apparently was the issue. And then the last issue I had with them was kind of like that was the one that kind of broke me, along with a lot of other things that Facebook does. But the yeah, I got a was it how did they put it? I think it ultimately ended up being a solicitation uh, warning for just a posting I had placed where I said, hey, I'm looking to collaborate with a model in the Cleveland area. And I posted a couple of my photos, and it immediately got deemed like as if I were trying to proposition women online. And I mean, this is something, if you're a photographer or model, you see this all the time. It's like people just want to like hang out, maybe collaborate, or, in this case, if I'm asking you to collaborate, I'm probably going to be paying for uh, your what your services are, but not that way. And that's exactly what they're alluding to. They're saying I posted some pictures of like, oh, here's the type of women that I'm, propositioning. I couldn't understand. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, and that kind of broke me because there's no way I could even fight or disagree with it. So right now, as far as Facebook is concerned, I'm labeled like a predator of some sort. So that's where it stands. So I kind of walked away from all the you know just hanging out on Facebook or doing anything on Facebook. The only thing I do now is, you'll see posts through my Facebook pages, but those get posted. I everything, it's all me. It's all me doing all this stuff, all this, all posting on all these different social media channels. And uh, so I use software to post through. So, that's where I've been posting. So anything that's updated are on my two separate Facebook pages. But just, like that, and that's only where where it begins is with Facebook. I have to say, like, the whole meta thing is just a huge turn off to me. Um, the metaverse is some kind of a joke. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on about this whole metaverse thing. And so the point is, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of handcuffed on Facebook. I mean, I really can't do anything, and they keep forcing me because I have business pages. If I get a message from any one of those pages, what it does now is it directs me right to it's, I believe, the Meta Business, desktop thing, where all my messages from like Instagram or whatever, wherever it said I got a message from, has to be filtered through this little, this interface that I don't want any part of. I don't want to deal with it. And, it's giving me metrics on, how well I'm doing on Facebook. Like, what are my metrics? Well, to me, I really could care less what my metrics are. And they actually had a little questionnaire where they were asking how they can improve. And I said, well, why are you forcing me into this page where you're showing me all this data that would be really important to me if I could advertise? But because I can advertise, this is totally, it means nothing to me. I can't affect the outcome of how many people see my post. I just throw it out there. Whoever sees it, if that's two people or, you know 200 people, I have no idea. I have no way to, you know uh, promote anything. So quit forcing me to look at your metrics. They're meaningless to me. I don't want to see them. All I want to see is, if somebody sent me a message, just let me see the message. I don't need to go to this desktop where you've put everything together in a neat little package for me. Stop telling me how I can view like a simple message. And sometimes I don't even know what the message is. I end up without even finding it. So it's just like, I try to avoid as much as possible. But if you're doing anything related to social media, you're going to find that you have to play by the rules. I mean, there's no way around it. Either you do it like they say you're going to do it, and you know, or you just don't have a Facebook page anymore. You don't have a YouTube channel anymore, and we'll get into that in another video. But I just want to say, if you're seeing this on Facebook, um, hey, Hey, everybody, how's it going? I don't come on here that often, but, if you're seeing this, hi. So, anyway, that was my first big, I have to do this in steps. I have to do this in baby steps, to break down, the horrors I've been experiencing trying to do any kind of social media. So that's all I got for you tonight, guys. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.